Everybody, I hopped on a little bit early just to make sure I've got all my tech and logistics worked out and that you can see me and that you can hear me. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes and expect some people to pop on now shortly when they get the notification. So if you are here, let me see, there we go. Oh, that's brighter. Okay. So if you're on there and you can hear me and you can see me okay, just give me a little thumbs up or a heart. I'm going to make sure I can see any comments that come up. And I know there is a little bit of a delay. There's a little bit of noise here, so it's all gonna... All right, so I am live. I've got some people on here. People are joining. Hi, everybody. I am waiting to see if I'm getting any comments. Can somebody comment? Let me see here. Nope, I don't want to write a comment. Comments will appear here. Oh, okay. Hello. Hey, Jess. Hey, Bev. Thanks for joining me. The noise in my house is going to disappear now before we start. Hi. Everybody. Oh, we've got... Jess is not in Newfoundland. Hi. Oh, great. So you guys can hear me okay? And you can see me all right? I popped on a little bit early just to make sure that the tech was okay. We've got about 30 people who were confirmed to join. Hi! Hey everybody! I'm so excited. I think everybody needs this. Yeah. Oh, both you guys. Hi, Deanna and Ray. All right. Perfect. So make sure everybody can see and hear okay. All right. Oh, good. Thanks, Jess. Excellent. So I'm in my office, and there's no lag or anything on the sound, I hope. You're not going to need to see me in a little while anyway, so as long as you can hear me okay, everything is good. So how is everybody? If you're not in Newfoundland, pop me a little message there and let me know where you are joining us from tonight. I know, Jess, it's just past your supper time. It's my new water bottle. I shared a picture the other day. I'm very excited. It's very large. Right. The lighting is good. Okay. Perfect. Like I said, I did start, Jess is in Quebec. I did start a little bit early just because I wanted to make sure that I had the tech all worked out. And I remembered to mute my phone this time. Oh. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, we got more people popping on. It's great. It's 8 o'clock here, so I finished my supper about an hour ago. I can't see everybody who's here. Oh, yes, I can. There's some people here that I don't know. And that's okay. Welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Leslie. And thank you for joining me. I'm very excited to be here. I think everybody is kind of in need of a little extra. Oh, Nadine, hi. Adriana too. Is she joining us? I'm sporting my Holdfast Newfoundland and Labrador shirt, but this also applies to everybody in Canada and all parts of the world who are dealing with the COVID crisis. Thank you to Gina at Sign Factory for my Holdfast t-shirt. And thank you, Dr. Fitzgerald, for keeping us all in line. All right, we're 23, 25. Numbers are up and down. Like I said, I am a little tiny bit early. Hey, Gail. I'm so excited all you guys join me. Thank you so much. I know we have nowhere else to be, but, you know, there's other things you could be doing, so I'm really excited that you're here with me. Oh, my God. You guys are so excited. All right. I'd love for you to share in the comments, if you want to share, why you decided to join me tonight. What's stressing you out these days, you know? Was worth a try, Terry. Maybe he'll watch the replay secretly. I am going to make sure that there's a replay. And I also have, I recorded this meditation yesterday to see how long it was going to be, and then I did some editing. So it's going to run a little over half an hour, between half an hour and 40 minutes, but the time flies by. But I do have the recording of that. So really though, it's not stressing, is that right? I do have that recording available in just an audio file, but the replay I'm hoping I'll be able to save and be able to put on here. So I think there was 32 people, thanks Jess, who were confirmed to come, and it's just 8 o'clock now, so I'll encourage you while we're waiting. I'll just give it another minute because I know everybody's time is valuable, so I don't want to be late starting. Yeah, working from home, Jill, is really taking a toll on a lot of people, physically, energetically, emotionally. It's exhausting. I've worked from home since my kids were small, so like 15 years now, since Colton was a baby, and it's not all it's cracked up to be sometimes, and it takes a lot of maneuvering, and a lot of discipline is really hard. And then of course throw in, you know, if you have kids at home or if you have spouses under your feet, so there's a lot of tension. And the ergonomics is another thing for a lot of people. If you have to have a work setup, that's been creating a lot of physical stress for people as well. And people are working longer days when they're working from home. I've noticed, I've talked to a lot of people who've said that. Yeah, so there's a lot of tension. Watch your posture, make sure you can set up as ergonomic as possible, which I know is not always easy, but all right, I'm hoping everybody's joined us. So I am going to go ahead and get started because I have a little bit of a preamble. And while I'm doing that, and while I'm talking to you guys, I'd encourage you to get comfortable. You're going to be lying down for this meditation because it is a little bit longer. I didn't want you to have to try to maintain an upright, comfortable posture for too long, because I know that that's not comfortable for extended periods for everybody. So don't worry about not being able to see me, as long as you can hear me once we begin. And if you have earbuds or headphones and you want to use those, that's great. And I'll mention that as we get into little preamble there as well. So if everybody is ready, we got a couple more people hopping on. I'm just going to welcome everybody and say thank you so much for trusting me with your time, first and foremost, because time is valuable. We're all stressed, and everyone has a varying degree and tolerance for stress, especially these days. I'm sure you've all seen the memes of we're all in the same we're all in the same boat. We're all in the same storm, but not in the same boat. The woo-woo music selection this evening, Tessa, she always loves my music. This is actually Pachelbel by the Sea, which is a Dan Gibson Solitude CD that's playing in the background. I'm going to try to drown out Colton, who's playing his Xbox, who promised me he'd be quiet, but we shall see. So that's my woo-woo. It's not as woo-woo as some of the other stuff you've heard, so... So I want to thank you for being here with me and trusting me with your time. And I really want to acknowledge you for taking the time to do this for yourself. It's hard to do sometimes. We worry so much about taking care of everybody else. And sometimes we don't take that time that we need for ourselves, especially in times like this when things are a little bit crazy. I want you to be able to relax and enjoy and just listen to my voice. Hopefully it won't be too irritating for you. I know I've listened to some meditations and, it's like nails on a chalkboard. So hopefully you'll be able to relax and enjoy. And as we begin, I want you to give yourself complete permission to allow anything that comes up during the practice to just be. It's a sound or an emotion, maybe even a physical sensation, whatever it is, I invite you to just welcome it in, recognize it for what it is, and just be the witness of whatever arises. And you will hear me say that a lot throughout the evening. Welcome, recognize, and witness. And that just means to notice, to allow what comes up to be what comes up. Allow it to be just as it is. Your job tonight is not to fix or to change anything. I'm glancing at my notes. You will notice me. I'm not looking at anybody. I'm just glancing at my notes because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. And I explain this because there's a lot of misconceptions about meditation. And this is, like I said, going to be a little bit of a longer one. But when you're new to meditation, using guided meditations is often a lot more helpful because it helps keep the train of thought a little bit more organized rather than giving it a free-for-all. And people often believe that meditation is about freeing your mind from all thought. That's not possible. It's just not. Our minds are designed to think. So the goal is more to be the witness of what comes up. And I'll talk a lot about that. So remember, it's not your job to fix or change anything. And I'll invite you to just travel along with me through layers of awareness and some dualities. We're going to play a little bit with duality. But if at any time you disconnect from my voice or you feel lost or confused, just come back to your breath. The breath is always an anchor. If you're not breathing, we have bigger problems in your stress, right? So grab some pillows and blankets, earbuds or headphones if you like. I want you to make yourself like a little cocoon or get comfy. Lie down, make yourself as comfortable as possible, and try to set up to avoid distractions, but also recognize that no matter how hard you try, sometimes things come up. Maybe sounds, and it might even be distractions within yourself. It might not be somebody walking into the room. It could be emotions. It could be memories that pop up. Simply remember, your job is not to ignore them. In fact, it's the opposite. Your job is simply to welcome whatever comes up, notice, and observe. Okay? So whatever comes up, just use this as a simple way of practicing being aware and accepting things for just as they are. So you should be getting all nice and cozy here now. Is everybody still with me? Okay, perfect. I'm actually going to turn off my comments until after, and I will hang around for a little bit after if anybody has any questions or wants to chat a little bit about what came up for you. But I am going to turn off my comments. Make sure nobody has anything to say. I have an itchy eyeball. Okay. I also want to mention, if you fall asleep, which does happen quite often, that is okay. You are still going to receive everything that you need from this meditation because the subconscious mind is still aware even when you're asleep. So I invite you to follow my words. As you do, you'll systematically become more aware and more relaxed. And modern psychology has showed us you can't be stressed and relaxed at the same time. So this is our goal, even if it's only for this next half an hour, 45 minutes that we're together, okay? So to begin, I hope you're all nice and comfy. We're going to start with a few deep breaths in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Maybe hold for a brief second. Open your mouth and let go of a sigh. And if you're feeling particularly stressed in this moment, make your sigh a little more vocal. I find that sighing is extremely helpful to begin to relieve the stress. We're going to do this one more time. Nice deep breath. Nice big sigh. Now begin to breathe deeply, just in and out through your nose. Nice deep breaths. And if you do have any breath work or yoga experience and you know about Ujjayi breath, you can practice a few rounds of that here. If you're not familiar with Ujjayi breath, it's okay. Just breathe deeply through the nose. And continue breathing slowly. Maybe emphasize the exhale a little bit more than the inhale. Slow breathing is really the key to relaxation and lowering the stress response. You may even find your nervous system is already beginning to calm down. You're going to keep your jaw nice and relaxed. Relax your face. And if there's any possible way that you can get more comfortable, please do that now. Now you can release the Ujjayi breath or deep nostril breathing and just breathe as naturally as possible, whatever's comfortable for you. And as you lie there, if it feels safe for you to close your eyes, simply be open to whatever you happen to be most aware of in this moment, whether it's the sound of my voice or an emotion maybe that you're experiencing. Just welcome, recognize, and witness whatever's most present for you right now. And just practice simply being curious. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to change it. We just want to notice it. In this moment, I invite you to be aware of anything that feels outside of yourself. Maybe temperature, maybe there's a sound, maybe there's a smell, anything that feels external. Practicing, welcoming, recognizing, and witnessing whatever you're most aware of. And let's agree to let go of any sort of judgment about anything for the remainder of our time together. Nothing is good, nothing is bad, it just is. Now I want you to bring your attention to something that feels internal. It could be energy or a physical sensation, maybe an itch or an ache or a pain, emotion or a thought. Simply notice with that neutral observation anything that feels internal. Now I'm going to ask you to go back to the external realm, to whatever feels outside, and welcome, recognize, and witness that what's external. Now, internal. Notice anything that feels internal. There's a little bit of back and forth here. Now I'm going to invite you to feel both inside and outside at the same time. And don't worry if this actually doesn't make sense. I'm going to invite you to do this nonetheless. Just imagine there's no boundary of your body. It's diffuse and porous, and what's external could be internal and vice versa. You're really feeling both as one. You might notice that while you can be aware of one thing in one moment and another thing in another moment, the thing that doesn't change is the noticing, or the awareness. It's by all the changing things that we're aware of what never changes. Now as you settle in, I'm going to ask you to establish your intention for this practice. This is also known as a sankalpa. That's not important. Consider what you feel you need most in your life right now. What do you need tonight from this practice? Think of it as planting a sacred seed of intention on your heart. And as we practice these deepening layers of awareness and relaxation, you create these perfect conditions for this seed of intention to grow and bloom and manifest. If you're not exactly sure, the intention I would suggest would be a positive statement of truth. My most natural state of being is relaxed awareness. My most natural state of being is relaxed awareness. You can repeat that in your mind. My most natural state of being is relaxed awareness. Doing this really places the intention and allows the universe to act on your behalf, bringing in what you desire and what you need the most. And everything we do from here forward in our practice will nourish this seed of intention and really give it the right conditions for it to grow and manifest. And if nothing I just said about intention makes any sense, that's perfectly okay too. Just continue to breathe and simply notice what you notice. If at all possible, I invite you to become even more relaxed. And I'm going to ask you to choose a place, either real or imagined, a memory of a place, or perhaps this place right now where you are, that acts like a sanctuary for you. A place where you can be your best, where you're happy, where you feel love or at peace and relaxed. This is your sanctuary, your personal oasis of relaxation and peace. And this is a place you can always go to. As you choose your sanctuary, I invite you to fully be there. And we're going to do this by filling in all the details of your place as you run through your senses. Is your sanctuary inside or outside? Is it daytime or nighttime? Begin to notice what you see around you with your own eyes. Shapes, colors, textures, objects. Are there any other people or animals there? Now, what does it smell like in your sanctuary? As you breathe in, your breath is totally natural and normal, but the scent of your sanctuary fills your entire being. Notice if you can hear anything in your sanctuary. If there are any tastes, taste those flavors on your tongue. What do you feel on your skin? Feel the temperature, textures, pressure, whether you're wet or dry, if it's hot, cold. Again, if you can feel the presence of another person or animal or being. Maybe you're not a visual person and have trouble picturing this place. Maybe for you it's more of a feeling, and that's just perfect. What emotions exist in your sanctuary? Invite this emotion to rise to the surface and notice where you feel this emotion of your sanctuary in your body, in your heart. Practice welcoming, recognizing it as an emotion and witnessing this emotion. You're just noticing. Remember, this is a sanctuary where you can be at your best, a place where you feel happiness, peace, love, calm. Remember, there's no limit to the sanctuary. It never diminishes or goes away. It's a place that's always there for you. And you can come here anytime you wish. If during this practice anything arises spontaneously, maybe like an emotion or a thought, remember to just notice, no judgment. I invite you to stay with it for a moment and just witness it. And after you've done that, if you need to respond with a deep breath, move your position, that's fine. But just try to notice it first. At every step throughout this practice, Simply stay relaxed as you notice all that presents itself, whether by my suggestion or if it arises spontaneously. You can respond to anything in your life more powerfully as the observer, as awareness itself. But if something arises today that you don't want to work on, you can always go back to your personal sanctuary, your oasis at any time, by remembering all of your senses. Now that you've established this safe and sacred sanctuary, I invite you to go with me just a little bit deeper as you begin to refine your attention by noticing the sensations of your body. I invite you to feel your entire body as broad, open awareness. There's nothing you need to do or change about your body. Simply feel your entire body as sensation. Bring all of your attention to the simple sensation of your mouth. There's no need to move it or change it or do anything about it. Simply feel the sensation of your mouth, your lips, teeth, and tongue. Simply notice the sensation of your mouth. Bring attention to the sensation of your eyes. Feel your eyelids, the place where they touch. Feel the weight of your eyeballs in their sockets. Feel all the muscles around your eyes and allow them to relax. Now be aware of the sensation of your ears. Just feel their presence. Feel as if all the muscles around your ears could also relax. There's nothing to hear. There's nothing to do. You're simply aware of your ears. Now, your nose. Maybe notice the air moving in and out through the nostrils. Simply feeling the presence of your nose, your nostrils, and the bridge of your nose even. Maybe you remember what it feels like to have had a facial, or when you just wash your face with a warm face cloth and every pore on your face is open and it feels fresh and alive. Adopt that feeling in your entire face in this moment. Feel this openness in your forehead and your eyebrows, your eyes and your temples. They often hold so much stress and tension. Feel the openness in the bridge of your nose and your nostrils, your cheekbones, planes of your cheeks, your upper lip, your lower lip, your chin, and your jaw, which is often clenched so tight. Feel your entire face bright and relaxed. Now bring your attention to the crown of your head. Maybe remember a time you had a scalp massage. Or maybe you had some nice eucalyptus or mint shampoo in your hair that makes your head all cool and tingly. Allow the feeling of your entire scalp to become alive. Feel all of those little muscles, the ones that help your eyebrows raise or that wiggle your ears. Allow all the muscles of your scalp to relax. Feel the crown of your head. Feel your face. Feel your entire head at once, your face and scalp at the same time, as one broad sensation, just being a witness to the sensation of your head. Now we're going to move down and notice the sensation of your throat and your neck. Notice how good it feels just to listen and not have to say anything in this moment. Relax and just enjoy being quiet. As you listen to my words, feel the sensation of collarbones, your shoulders, and trace down your arms from your shoulders to your elbows, elbows through your forearms to wrists, from your wrists through to your fingertips. Now I'll ask that you bring all of your attention to your left hand, and your left thumb in particular. Feel your left thumb. Now place all of your attention on your right hand, your right thumb in particular. Feel your right thumb. Now your left thumb and your right thumb. Now feel both thumbs simultaneously. Notice the sensation of thumbs, not as two things, but as one. Now we're going to bring our awareness to the sensation of the chest. Notice your heart beating in your chest and the movement of your breath as your chest lifts and lowers easily and naturally. Feel the belly soft and relaxed. Now bring attention to your back. Notice the muscles. Notice the sensation of the pelvis. Feel your legs from hips through your thigh, down to your knees, knees to ankle, and through your ankles all the way down to your toes. Now feel the entire body head to toe, and feel your entire body as large, expansive, impossibly large, without any real perimeter or definition. Your body is simply large. And now, in this moment, feel your body as small. Be very, very small. Adopt the feeling of smallness. Now adopt the feeling of being large again. Like looking down on something very small, like an ant or a grain of sand. Feeling very large compared to this small thing you're looking at. And now, once again, you're very small, looking out into the expanse of the universe. Maybe lying on the ground, looking up into space at the stars, feeling the largeness of the universe. And now in this moment, be both, the expansiveness and the minute simultaneously. Be the part of you that cannot be defined by large or small, the part of you which is more than your physical body. Now notice how energy is moving in your body in this moment, how it's flowing. Energy could manifest as colors, movement, heaviness or lightness, a feeling of vitality or relaxedness or dullness. Just welcome, recognize, and witness any way that energy feels in your body. There's nothing to fix or change or do. Now feel this energy move into the places that help you ground in your body, into your hands and your feet, and into your lower belly. Grounding energy is moving into your hands, feet, and belly, like building up a reservoir of energy that's grounded and stable. This grounded energy is always there, holding comfortably. Allow yourself to feel supported and held. In this moment, notice how relaxed you've become. And if it feels safe, I invite you to remember what it feels like to be just a little bit stressed. Not your most stressful moment ever, but what it feels like to be just a little stressed. And if you don't want to work on that in this moment, remember your sanctuary, that place where you felt love and happiness, peace. And remember all those senses you experienced. But if it feels okay, just remember what it feels like to be a little bit stressed, maybe just a little annoyed at something. And if it feels good for you, invite that feeling gently into your body and notice how and where you feel it. And this is different for everybody. What does a little stress feel like in your body? What does your body do? What do your senses do? Feel this emotion of a little stress and all the ways it affects your being. Notice the energy, the thoughts, other emotions that come up, and notice your body. Like many emotions, sometimes stress is a call for action. You notice where you hold stress in your body. Does this feeling seem to have a message tied to it? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Does this emotion of stress have a message for you? Just notice. We are just the witness. Now we're going to release that stress and bring in the opposite emotion. So for you, what is the opposite emotion of stress? Name whatever emotion you feel is the opposite. And invite that emotion to rise to the surface. That emotion that's the opposite of stress. Maybe it's relaxed, maybe it's calm, maybe it's peaceful. Where do you feel that opposite emotion in your body? Where does that opposite emotion of stress live? And what does it feel like in your body when you invite that emotion to the surface? Notice where you feel it, how you feel it. Describe that opposite emotion. When you have no stress, maybe it's a sensation like energy with a color or movement. Energy can manifest in many ways. Still, you're just noticing this opposite emotion. All of the ways you are affected by this opposite of stress. What is the opposite of stress, and how does that feel in your body? Remember a time when you felt that emotion resonate in your body. And feel this emotion with your senses. If that opposite of stress emotion had a message for you, what would that message be? Allow it, the first thing that comes to your mind, but don't try to force it. Now for just a moment, I'm going to take you back to what it felt like to have that little bit of stress. Can you simply allow a little bit to be? You're not owning it, you're simply allowing yourself to pick it up, perhaps thinking of it like picking up a stone. Now agree to let it go and pick up the emotion that's opposite of stress for you. What is that opposite emotion? What does that other emotion feel like in your body? Remember the colors, the message, and the feeling of that not stress emotion. Take a minute to feel that other emotion again, because you can simply pick it up whenever you want, as if it were an object, like a stone. And this doesn't need to make sense, but I'll invite you to hold both emotions, stress and its opposite, simultaneously. Like you're holding one emotion in one hand. There's your stress stone in one hand and your opposite of stress stone in the other hand. And you're holding both emotions at the same time, just for a moment. And now, I invite you to let go of both emotions. Just let them run through your fingers as if you were holding handfuls of sand, and you're just left empty and open. Your body stays comfortably grounded on the floor, and everything feels comfortable and relaxed while you let go of these emotions. What is the part of you that's larger than stress, or any other feeling for that matter? Feelings will come and go, but as emotions change, they reveal an unchanging awareness. Be awareness itself, aware of emotions, but bigger than the emotions. Your most natural state is that of relaxed awareness. Be relaxed awareness. Just like emotions, you have the power to let go of any events or circumstances that have ever happened in your life or ever will happen in your life. In this moment right now, simply let go of history. Let go of the idea of the future. There is only now. In this instant, just for right now, you can let go of your name, your job, and responsibilities. Things in this moment just are. Let go of family, careers, education, success, mistakes, all identity. There is nothing you need in this moment. There's nothing you lack in this moment. Everything just is. Let everything simply be as you let go and relax. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to control. Everything just is. My most natural state of being is relaxed awareness. My most natural state of being is relaxed awareness. I am relaxed. I am aware. I am relaxed awareness. Everything is. I am. Now in this moment, feel the energy again in your body, that grounded energy in your feet, in your hands, in your lower belly. Come back to the feeling of your body. And with this energy in hands and feet and belly grounding you, feel yourself as a body, as hands and feet. You're lying on the floor. Feel the outline of your body, the weight of your body lying down. Just simply be aware of the sensation of your body. Now give yourself another moment to remember your sanctuary, a place where you can feel your best, where you're happy, where you feel love and peace and calm. Remember your senses in your sanctuary. And remember, this inner oasis is a place you can always go. It's unending and forever. It's a richness that never leaves you. A place that's always abundant, and you can return here anytime you feel that you need it. One more time, I invite you to repeat your intention or your sankalpa, or the one I gave you. My most natural state of being is relaxed awareness. And now, because you've practiced this deep awareness and relaxation during this meditation, you can move throughout life with greater openness, clarity of mind and heart, and sense of purpose. You can have a greater perspective over problems and situations. And when problems do arise, instead of reacting, you'll be able to respond from your highest place of this relaxed awareness. And hopefully you'll find yourself experiencing stress less and less. And if you practice relaxation regularly, you'll become more familiar with what it's like to be in this state. It will become normal and easy. I'd invite you to think of this practice we've done like a large deposit into a bank account of wellness. And I encourage you to fill it up day by day with whatever brings you joy and calm, whatever makes you feel like that inner sanctuary. In a moment, I will count down from 5 to signal the end of our meditation. But I invite you to take a few more breaths here in this moment together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our meditation has finished. Allow a few moments for integration and slowly come back into your body. Maybe gradually wiggle your fingers and toes. You may want to roll onto your side before you come to a seated or a standing position. I'm going to give everybody a moment, seeing some comments and emojis starting to come in there. Just take a few moments. I'm going to hang around for a little bit if anybody has any questions or comments. If you don't want to comment here, but you'd like to message me privately, of course, you can always do that. I want to thank you again for being here tonight to do this with me and commend you for taking the time for yourself. We all have a lot going on. We're all in the same storm in different boats, right? As the meme says. So we had over 30 people off and on, and I'm really excited. I'm hoping to make this a more regular thing. This was kind of a spur-of-the-moment idea, and I decided I'm going to do it, and I bit the bullet. And I really want to thank you for trusting me to spend this time with me, because you can actually nurture, it's kind of weird, but you can actually nurture these kinds of relationships through social media, and right now, that's all we have. Thank you, Jess. Thanks for being here. You think you need to go have your supper? Dinner? Supper? I'm not sure. I can't remember what you call it. But thank you so much. I think my light is dying. I'm going to flick this one on here. Thanks, Tina and Winnie. Thank you guys so much for being here. Any messages, please be sure. If anybody has any questions, just pop them in the comments below. I'm going to hang out here for a few more minutes. Oh, that's okay, Glenda. There will be a replay, actually. I'll send you the link. I know, it's tough. It's tough. I'm so glad, Diane. Oh, thanks, Betty. I wasn't sure if you made it on. I'm going to try to do some more of these. I think we can all use... Aw, thanks. I was a little... Good, yay. Oh, thank you. Supper or dinner. Oh, that's too funny. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. It is nice to escape just for a little while, isn't it? As long as nobody interrupts you. I hope you couldn't hear Colton playing his game out there. He was playing. Thanks, Gail. This is something that I'm actually looking at incorporating into treatments, and doing privately, even with people one-on-one. People have specific issues that they may want to work on. Stress is a pretty broad thing. So, I have the option of even doing Ray's asleep. That's awesome. He's still the opposite of stress is Yoda. It is Yoda. It is. I agree, Tessa. I'm a big Yoda fan. Zoning out is good. That's exactly what we need. And I'm in the process of changing and developing and evolving my practice, from massage into other things. Hey, thanks so much. I'm so glad you guys really, I'm thrilled. I'm deeply humbled and so thrilled that you enjoyed this tonight. If you want to see more, let me know. And I was a little bit nervous, which is weird for me because I don't mind doing Facebook Lives, but good. Everybody needs a good nap, and you still received what I was saying. You did. You still got it, so that's great. You got everything you needed. And if you needed a nap, then you got a nap, so that's great. So yeah, this is something that I do plan to offer privately and incorporate into my treatments because I think it's something that we really need help with. Kind of reconnecting to our body and getting out of our heads. We spend so much time in here, and even when I do any kind of energy work or Reiki, the head is always a kerfuffle because there's just so much going on up here. Yes, more. Great. Thanks, Diane. So if nobody has any questions, is there any more comments? I'm loving the comments. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. And please share this replay. And if I'm gonna do when I just committed when I do some more events, please share. I'd love to double the number next time. You know, I was a little nervous that it was going to be a bit long, but it seemed like it was pretty good. I'm seeing your hearts. This is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I'm talking a lot. Okay. I promise I will do more if you guys promise me that you'll invite your friends. Good deal? Okay, I like it. It's a good deal. You know, this is what we have right now. This is, you know, we're all holding fast. Thanks, Sign Factory. Gina, I'm not sure if Gina's here tonight, but hold fast, Newfoundland and Labrador. That's okay. Pop off if you need to go. That's great. I'm gonna end this very soon. Good deal. All right. So I'm gonna make this a regular thing, and you're gonna invite your friends, and we're gonna make it a big napping relaxation party. That sounds good to me. So once again, thank you everybody. If anybody has any questions, just pop them in the comments. I will still see them after the fact, or just send me a DM, whether on my personal or my business page. I love to hear from you, and I'm over on Instagram as well. I don't really like Instagram as much as Facebook, I gotta be honest. I think it's just because I know Facebook a little bit better. I will do more, Denise. Yes, I will. And thank you so much for joining me. Are you with Nadine, or are you at your own house now? I know you guys were all together. I got some friends in Harbor Breton there. I got friends in Quebec. We got them from all over. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. And was this a good time slot? That was the other thing I was going to ask. Was this a good time for everybody? I want you to pop a comment in there and let me know. Because this seemed to work well for me, but, you know, nobody's really going anywhere or doing anything at this point. So, you're home? Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Denise. Everybody, thank you so much. I'm going to, good. Oh, great. Okay, perfect. You never know, I might do some random pop-up dinner time, short ones. It is a very small world. Very, very small. And the internet and this, it all makes us so much closer. Makes the world smaller. Oh, great. So this time works well for everybody. Awesome. Maybe Jess in Quebec is the only one. Maybe next time she'll invite her friends in Australia, but it's like some obscene hour in the morning there, I think. All right, I'm going to sign off. I want to thank you all again for joining me. Again, if you have any questions, or if there's something that you might want to do, if you want to message me maybe about even a private session, that's an option too, so we can chat about that. But thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful sleep. Deanna, tuck Ray in and make sure he gets a good snooze. And I will see you all again next time, which I promise there will be a next time. All right, you got to invite your friends though. So we have a big party. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night. Hold fast to all those Newfoundland and Labrador. Dr. Fitzgerald says so. Thank you to the Sign Factory. And I will see you all again next time. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Have a great night and have a good sleep. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.